Hello again, people. Welcome back to HemingwayLand.com, your source, quality, affordable land in multiple states. This is our preview, the weekly preview of all the properties going live on the website for tomorrow, Friday, September 17th, 2021. If you're saying to yourself, hey, Hemingway, you sound markedly less homicidal than you did in last week's video, I know, I agree. It was a good week. It was a light week, people, full of not too much title company nonsense. Which is not to say that we were met with, grace and consistency or a modicum of competence. Nay, but it wasn't one of these weeks where they're like, are you sure you wired the money? Because I don't think we have your money. Yeah, we wired the money. Stuff like that. Anyway, so there was none of that this week, so I'm in a good mood. Also, I was looking at the schedule of all the properties we have debuting over the next few months. We got, I think, 9 weeks until December break, but who's counting? And a lot of properties coming up. We're doing sort of bulk purchases, semi-bulk purchases in a lot of subdivisions in various places. And a lot of properties between now and December. We've got kind of an overflow of inventory, so I even know what's going to be coming up on the website in like January and like the first couple weeks of February right now. So it's a good thing. We're buying a bunch of stuff. Anyway, do want to thank all the people who bought land from us this past week. In Taos County, Charles, returning customer Charles, swooped in, scooped up the new Trace Piedras property. Thank you to him. In Socorro County, we sold land to Paul. We sold land to David and Judy. Judy, by the way, who I think is listening to this video. Judy, what a delight. What a delight. We spoke on the phone. I got a lot of compliments. I'm always happy when I get compliments. I'm an egomaniac, people. So whenever people are like, I love the website, I love the videos, in my mind, I'm like, really? The videos of me talking? Well, okay. But Judy was very nice. She was very flattering. And so thank you, Judy. And Manolo and Maricel put down a deposit on the Hawaii property this past week. So we will be closing with them in the coming weeks. Also, guys, want to send a special shout out to Drugs and Alcohol this week. Drugs and Alcohol are doing a lot of, seemingly a lot of selling for us. This is what I have found recently. We had a guy who put down a deposit on a property this week, and then I talked to him the next day, and he admitted, bro, I was really drunk last night when I bought that. I was really drunk. And then he proceeded to ask me some pertinent questions like, what state is this in? And are there, like, restrictions? Additionally, guys, we had somebody who put down, started paying monthly payments on a property, 2 months ago. I've spoken to this person now a few times. I don't think they have not been high once. They have been very, very high. Very high. Anyway, so drugs and alcohol, doing a lot of work for us here at Hemingway Land. By the way, how do you find a land website and make an impulse buy at 3 a.m. while inebriated? How does that happen? Like if you make an impulse buy on Amazon, if you buy like a pair of shoes that look really good and then they show up in the mail 3 days later and you don't like them, that one I get. Amazon's easy to find. But we got people who call us on the time. They're on like the third-party land listing websites like LandWatch, Land and Farm, Lands of America. They have our company name listed there. They have a link that says property website. They have all of our contact information, and they still can't find the website. So how drunk people are doing this, and then electing to give us money, that I don't get. But anyway. All right, guys, new properties going live this week. Yes, people, yes, as you can tell from the state flag here and the thumbnail of the video, we're back in Colorado, the Rocky Mountain State, specifically, ba-boom, in Los Animas County. Gang, I will have you know, we've made a concerted effort this year. However few properties we have had in Colorado, we have made a concerted effort to buy more out here. And a lot of hiccups that have occurred in trying to buy land in Colorado. I'll leave it at that. Nothing major, but just like not as easy as in New Mexico is what I have found. Or I need to get better at pricing things. Who knows? But whatever the case. New land going live this week, and we will have a few more properties out in this county over, I guess, the month of October. Next couple weeks, we'll say. Anyway, the first two that we're leading off with are in Rancho Lagarita. Reference numbers LACO-1775A and B, which, if you've come to know our elaborate coding system, you will know are adjacent lots. So yes, guys, we have 5 acres for $29,000. Or if one of you has recently hit the lottery, you can buy 10 acres for $58,000. Though, honestly, guys, if you really do want to buy the 10 acres for $58,000, call me and we can, move that price down a little bit if you're buying both. But anyway. All right, guys. Anyway, these two properties are as noted in Rancho Lagarita, which sits just northwest of the town of Trinidad over here, and more specifically, Trinidad Lake State Park. In, what I am learning here, let me quickly say this. So Rancho Lagarita is a subdivision that's in this entire area, basically just south of the Spanish Peak State Wildlife area. Occupies a lot of room right here, but there are actually a lot of subdivisions in this county and in this general region right here. So I don't want to say it's all the carved out area that you see on the map, but it is most of it. Anyway, sits just outside of Trinidad, of course. Trinidad, look at this, guys. We got town photos. Trinidad, population 8,000, give or take. Out here, of course, we have many of the things that you would need if you were going to develop a home site out here. Mount St. Raphael Hospital, of course. You got the City Hall. You got a lot of seats of city government over here. Here's let me say this, guys. They got a Walmart. There you go. They got a Walmart. We got a lot of calls. Where's the nearest Walmart? And in my mind, I'm like, you can't Google that? Really? You can't go to Store Locator on their website? And you're going to ask me this? All right. Well, it's, 10 miles away. Anyway, but the point is, guys, there's a Walmart, which means it is a fully functioning town, I guess. Anything you want, you're going to be able to find here. But if you do choose to develop the land, of course, you'll have easy access to groceries, supplies, medical facilities, churches, and schools, so on and so forth. Hardware and lumber, I'm guessing, at this place. I've actually never heard of that chain. Groceries, so on and so forth. Guys, let me quickly show you this. This one kind of shocked me. Trinidad has their own, Hollywood sign. They have their own up on the mesa sign. You can go park up here, take pictures, and have this great view of the valley. Anyway. Trinidad. Anyway, so the point is Trinidad, of course, is like 10 minutes away from where the subject property is within Rancho Logarita. Of course, we've also got shots of the lake out here. Plenty of great boating, fishing, jet skiing, recreation opportunities await out here. Take your RV, so on and so forth. And by the way, guys, while I'm talking about RVs, one of the nice things, of course, about Rancho Lagarita is that this is a subdivision out here with no HOA, no annual dues, very, very, very minimal covenants and restrictions. It's like a one-page thing. It's like, don't set the place on fire, basically. So ideal for RVing, ideal for camping, ideal for tiny homes. Depending on your definition of tiny, Los Animas County guidelines say minimum square footage of 600 square feet at least. Etc. Power, by the way, I don't know why this is the best shot we have of a power line in the region, but nearest power to the subject property is 200 feet from the one, 600 feet from the other. Point is there are developed home sites nearby and utility easements out there, so it should not be difficult or expensive to get extended. A lot of power throughout Rancho Lagarita. Anyway, fencing along the southern boundary of the A property. No other fencing along the boundary of this one or the B property, but we do like to show this to you guys. Anyway, but as you can see, it's one of these really nice properties with a lot of vegetation, there's more dense forestry on the B property, wider cutout areas on the A property. But of course, it is ideal, can be developed either as a second home site or as a rustic retreat, a hunting cabin, if you like. Of course, you're in the middle of a lot of great hunting opportunities out there in southern Colorado. Bosque del Oso wildlife area, Spanish Peaks wildlife area, etc. So obviously a lot of places that you can go hunting out here. And of course, these properties are ideal. We've sold like 2 of these in the past. These tend to get scooped up pretty quickly by people who do want to go out here and either have a lifestyle without many restrictions, which is what you'll find in this region, or they want to use it as hunting properties. So ideal place not only to camp and to hunt, but also, of course, to fish and to swim because of the proximity to the lake, so on and so forth. And I will tell you that the $29,000, however large a price tag that may seem for 5 acres, we're in the ballpark of the normal price out here for land in this region. So there you go. Anyway, guys, we're gonna have not only a ton of photos here. The photos get a little visually redundant, I will admit. We're gonna have a ton of photos here, but we're also, of course, going to have drone videos down at the bottom of the page. A drone video and 40 photos from each individual property. They're right next to each other, but we did not recycle the photos, guys. Nay, we don't do that here in Hemingway land. Additionally, guys, we're going to have apparently a drone video from the town and a drone video from the lake. We ordered a lot of drone material from our photographer this time. So anyway, and of course, guys, the drone overlays, which will give you an excellent sense of the size, shape, and footprint of the properties. You know what we don't have on this listing this week, guys? Plat maps. Plat maps. This is in Unit 7, and apparently in Los Animas County, they have lost all the plat maps for Unit 7. They have them for 9, they have them for 8. Did you buy any land in 9 and 8? No, we bought the land in 7. We don't have any of those. So we did our best to approximate for you, the potential buyer, size, shape, footprint, general location of the property. But as you can see, guys, this is a picturesque region out here. You got the Spanish Peaks off in the background, nice forested region, so on and so forth. I've said my piece. Over 10 minutes of me talking about this property. All right, guys, as always, a pleasure. Thank you for watching. We got, I think a bunch of properties going live next week. It's either 4 or 5 or something like that. I may need to push one week, but overall, we got a lot of stuff coming up next week. It's going to be a busy week. Busy week for us here at the North American offices of Hemingway Land. So things to look forward to. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and we will see you in next week's video.